We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby.
Yo, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to episode 618, season 17 of Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka MzHipHop. And today, y'all, we had a very special guest in the building. He is my friend, producer, and creative, Rudist, from across the pond, the UK, that is. And he's here to talk about his 40th birthday, you guys.
Yes.
Yes, his celebration, everything that he did, and his newly released track called Max, plus the other dope artists he's worked with across the globe. So without further ado, next up to the mic, the one, the only Rudist. What's up?
Yo, what's going down?
Oh, I'm so happy to talk to you. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a very relaxing day, Sunday today. So have to get the energy flowing. Come down to the basement, down to the studio to try and set up a better recording for you this time.
Oh, that's beautiful.
A little bit more professional for you.
Yes, I love it, actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm still having trouble, like as I did last time, of actually looking at the camera. Why do I always look towards the side? Like. But yeah,
Well,
I'm
either
on
way,
like that.
it looks great. It looks great.
Okay, I gotta relax. I'm gonna just relax now.
Okay, Rudis, as you know, here on Speak Your Mind Radio, we do a traditional icebreaker question for all the
Oh
artists.
no.
So let's get started.
Okay.
What is your favorite tea to drink on a rainy day?
Oh man, that's a difficult question because I'm a tea kind of aficionado.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me now. Oh no, no, I'm too far from the mic now.
Yeah, you gotta be up on the mic.
I gotta be this close. Okay. I'm gonna be this close. Um, my favorite tea to drink on a rainy day. Anything really. I drink a lot of Chinese tea, specialist Chinese tea. So, probably like a roasted oolong would probably just take some of that damp out of you, but it's keeping you like happy, whilst it's kind of rainy. So yeah, anything roasted sounds nice to me.
Okay.
It's like a good tipple.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you know, your birthday just passed on March 12th. What did you do to celebrate?
Well, I kept it very, very simple. And one of the only things that I wanted to do is visit my grandma, to make sure that I was 40 and just to make sure she can kind of bless me, and just be like, yeah, we've been here for 40 years. And, when I was born, she was in her 40s. So it's a long time ago.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, it's just important to me. It was just important to me to talk to her, and I talked to my granddad, and I talked to my family. It's like it's a spiritual moment, and definitely a time to reflect on all those years. A long time.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
it's also, yeah. I was speaking to my friend last night, and I said, I'm not. I'm too old to be young, and I'm too young to be old. So I'm just my own species right now. Come and get me if you want me. Come and get me. If you don't, it's up to you.
I get it.
Yeah.
So, with you reflecting on being 40, do you have any now special regimens that you do health wise for yourself?
Um, I would say that as long as I'm as long as I'm flowing in what I'm doing and I'm doing things and I'm like even today just moving all the equipment around and la 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 la, that's kind of as long as I'm doing that and I'm not shying away from that and I'm not getting lazy
Mm-hmm.
and going, I gotta pack all those bags. I gotta do it. No, I gotta pack more bags. I gotta move more wires. I gotta move more microphones. I gotta set up more broken drum kits. And that's basically it. That's the regime. That's the Rudist regime.
The root
Pick
is
up, yeah, play more instruments, record more songs. Just keep it flowing forward, 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 forward. Because as you get older, you realize you've wasted sometimes. You have definitely, you've just gone, fuck it. Sorry, I've sworn now.
no, you good.
But no, I don't want to swear. It's not good. Um, but you just, you don't know until you get older, a bit older, and then you think, okay, how can I be more focused and just, but also not overdo it as well. No, don't overcook it. That's kind of where I'm at. It's like I'm in a good place. I'm in a good balance for my energy, which is kind of eccentric and it needs to be channeled. I have to channel my energy because otherwise I'm just going. So I have to be proactive and I have to be positive.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What did your grandma tell you, like, as far as turning 40?
Oh, she said what everybody else said. You're just a baby. So, I am. I'm just a baby and I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm 40 years old and I still feel like a baby. It's like, why not, man? When I get to 50, I'll probably feel like, won't feel, but like, wow, probably be a different type of baby then.
Yeah.
I'll be a 50-year-old baby. I think
Yeah.
they're the worst. I think they're definitely the worst. 50-year-old babies.
Why are the 50-year-old babies the
Don't
worst?
know, I don't know why. It's the number five. It's kind of cursed. I got 10 years to go.
Yeah.
I got 10 years to plan this. So, and that's how I do it. I always think like what's going to be like in 10 years time?
Hmm.
How long is it going to take? I don't know if we spoke about it last time, but I give myself like enough time for to achieve whatever. It might take years, but as long as you like keep chipping away and you keep putting that energy in and you just keep, you keep, if you I worked in a factory, you go in, you clock in and you clock out. But when you're an artist, you just got to keep putting energy in. You just got to keep putting that energy into your projects and kind of spark them to life. Um,
Definitely. So,
mm,
with that being said, Rudis, where do you see yourself in moving your energy into your music 10 years from now? Like, where do you see yourself?
wow. Well, I've only just got to here, so it's quite. I haven't really thought about it yet. That's why I was also when it came to the date of our interview, I was like, shall I choose the 15th of March? Because like that's 3 days after my birthday, so I haven't really been 40 for very long to tell you about what it's like.
Mhm.
And today's like a crazy day in astrology and everything. I'm like, oh my God, like this is a lot of pressure. So I chose today, and yeah, what was I going to say? What were we saying?
What's so crazy about today in astrology? Because you're a Pisces.
I'm too scared to really look, but it's kind of to do with we're in Mercury retrograde,
Oh
which
God.
is yeah, which is it tends to kind of play games with things and it causes a lot of chaos, but as long as you know that, then you're kind of you just sort of see it happen, and you're like, oh yeah, well, you know. And that's why I double check, every bit of equipment and blah blah blah. And I bought a new, like a little adapter thing to fix my camera so I could run this camera. 25 quid, don't work. So I brought it here. I never tried it before because I had to get it last night. Plugged it in, it doesn't work. And it's just, it could be anything like that. It could be just, you can't plan everything because you can plan it like to the inch and there'll be like a little bit on the side that's like, you're just like, fuck you. I seen you coming, man.
That is
So
so.
yeah, you just gotta be like doubly kind of like on your game. You gotta be a little bit more patient, and you gotta be a little bit more like careful with your actions. So
True.
yeah. Anyway, blah blah blah. I don't really want to talk about astrology.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, let's move past that. But that is funny though, because you
I
are.
always talk about that too much.
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing to talk about. So yeah.
I brought you a bit of cake.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you can't eat it though.
I would virtually eat it. Let me
Bit
see.
of birthday cake.
Yes.
That's for
How
you.
is it?
That's for everybody out there.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a bit of birthday cake. Actually, today is Mother's Day in the UK.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I spent all day, well, I spent some of the day with my mom and my brothers, and she made some bread and she made some cake.
Nice.
So I'm living the dream. I really am living the dream.
Yeah.
And then
Happy
I get,
birthday.
yeah, happy Mother's Day. I
Mhm.
love my mom. She's a
Oh,
big supporter of me.
beautiful.
She takes care of me. Um, yeah, that's about it really. Um, so again, when it was my birthday, 40 years, and I'm the firstborn son.
Oh, wow.
So for me and my mum, it was an emotional day, and we've come a long way, and yeah, it's just beautiful, really. That's how I felt about it this time. It's like I really feel like just that real simple family. Just we're still, we made it to like I made it, we made it kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it just feels just simple. It's nice, like.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's all. That's all it is.
Yeah, family is everything, you know?
Mm. And I can be difficult too. I'm not
Yeah.
easy to have in a family because I'm a bit nuts. But I'm the prototype. You see,
Okay.
I was the first one, so I'm like I make all sorts of weird mistakes, like try and be a drummer or a music producer or some shit. It's like, why would I choose to do that? Like,
You surprised me when I saw like I was going through your stories and I saw you were drumming. I'm like, this guy is so creative. Like, man, like what's your favorite genre to drum to?
um, well, I was a metal drummer, like a heavy metal drummer, and but it's kind of it's almost like the only drums that I could really play. I wasn't very skilled at playing drums, and then I kind of trained myself to be a little bit better during my 20s, and yeah, during my 20s probably I started playing military drum, like just snare work and snare work and snare work. But yeah, it's been a hard journey because I'm still kind of not a great drummer. But now it's like everything's come full circle. Like I started playing drums when I was 8 years old, and I wanted to be a drummer, but I struggled. I mean, most people do. Not it's a hard instrument to be really good at, I think. Um, so yeah, I always felt a little bit like weak on the drums, but now I'm just like I don't care about all of that anymore. I'm just gonna
Right.
play drums, and I'm playing in a band, which is improves your playing. It improves your playing a million times by playing with other people. And just even being even making beats, working in hip hop and making beats all day, you know, all of that stuff is just in your head. And I'm playing beats now that I never knew existed.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to go, I like playing this. Yeah, I like playing more jazzy beats and stuff. But yeah, I'd say, you know, if I'm honest, my forte was uh, metal drumming, double pedal, which is a kind of almost a genre in itself. You know, you've got a drum kit with two pedals instead of one.
Hmm.
And that was always what I was the best at, was the double pedal. And that's what people kind of knew me for. But if there's not one of those on the kit, then I'm like, ah. So I've been playing without one, you know, I've been really like restricting myself from not from playing it. And, you know, I will do that at times. I'll kind of restrict myself and train something, you know. I'd be like, no, you're not allowed to have that bit until you get to that bit, mate.
Yeah.
And that's kind of solo mission, you know, that's having to train on your own.
Hmm.
Um, which again, you know, comes with experience. Um, when you're younger, you've got your kind of just your innate, you know, energy and you're smashing them around and it's all fine. But when you get older, you have to get a better technique.
Hmm.
You got to get better at technique because your body isn't, it's not as good as it was when you were like early 20s and you're going for hours and, you know, now I don't even really want to do that, you know. I just, you know, you know, when you're younger, you just want to go. But now I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. Let's make some hip hop beats instead, and maybe I'll do a rap or something.
Oh
Just,
yeah, I love it. I love when you rap. You did you dropped this one track called Spider-Man.
oh yeah.
Loved it. Like it was crazy. I'm like, I've never heard Rudist flow like that before, you know?
Yeah,
And I was like re-listening to it over and over. I'm like, I really dig this, you know?
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that because I kind of feel like a few people might have looked at it when I made it, which was probably a couple of years ago, and just been like, "Man, you suck,"
Oh,
and I'm just like, I don't really care.
thank you.
I don't care if I suck.
Yeah.
Like I'm Spider-Man with a Batman backpack full of
Yeah.
bombs he stole off the Joker's knapsack. I mean, that line in itself is like you could judge me on that line harshly, or you could just enjoy it. And
Right.
I think that's kind of like as good as I'll ever get with my rap or my words, or it's kind of like take it as it comes. And you know, I'm not trying to be a rapper because I'm not a rapper, you
But
know.
it was fun. It was fun
Yeah,
for
but
you.
I am a writer
Yeah.
and I am a lyricist and I've written a lot and I've written raps and I've recorded raps. So that's another thing that I'm really kind of enjoying getting immersed in,
Hmm.
because I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it, you know, like some people have to do it. So I can just enjoy the creativity of that. And it kind of helps as well with making beats. And yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was Frankie Gambit said to me the other day, you're not a real producer unless you can rap. And I was like, okay, cool. I go with that. If I can't rap, then I'm not a good producer. Put it on the list. Just like, you know, you gotta have a bit of skill in all different areas. You gotta be able to pick up that guitar and you gotta be able to pick up that bass even, and just being like, nah, like play it like this. Like um and it's, yeah, it's just nice to be able to, I don't know, have a go myself after times where I was making stuff like Spider-Man, like on my own. And it is a little bit, you know, it's a bit out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it?
Um yeah, and then what am I saying? And but those times have kind of passed as well. And I'm not as rigid, like I'm not trying as hard. I'm not trying to do anything too hard.
Hmm.
I'm not forcing anything too hard. And that's that's what I'm trying to slowly like just, as I keep going, I feel like that's where I'm getting away from that, like, I don't know, like there's something a little bit rigid, when you're trying too hard. And I definitely have tried to do a lot of things,
Mm.
and I hate kind of watching myself do it and being like, man, like that just ain't good yet. That ain't kind of that ain't cool enough like yet, because you just haven't done it good yet. Oh, sorry, like that. I'm very critical of myself, like very critical.
I
But
guess
then, yeah, sorry, you go.
in the words of Kanye West, when you try hard, you die hard.
Ooh, Godzilla. It's like bam, 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 bam. You did it wrong again. Nah, no, I got to stay positive here because I'm sort of running myself down a bit. What I'm trying to say is, it's just nice to feel like I'm just kind of thinking back of when I made that beat, I made Spider-Man,
Mhm.
and I guess back then I was like trying to find rappers to work with, and I was quite frustrated. I was really frustrated because I really didn't have any rappers like working with me, probably like two. And since then, it's like, I've got to work with quite a few different rappers, and I've got to speak with a lot of rappers, and I got to even write rhymes with rappers, and like it's the whole a whole different world is open compared to where I was when I made that track.
Mhm.
Like a completely different world, but it's still there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still
And
there.
yeah, and it's like that's why every time you kind of level up, and I see like with Emerged, he'll do this. He'll go, I just done a level up, but he'll show something that he did like 10 years ago, and it's fucking it's like, whoa, did you just make that? And he's like, nah, I did that. Like, and these things, sometimes they age well, and you can accept them better, when you're not as attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's that.
Well, that is very true. And speaking of other artists that you've worked with, this past Friday the 13th, you dropped the track with I Am Desert from the Bronx, New York.
Oh
And it
yes, I did.
was Friday.
That was huge. We're still reeling off of that. We just put the video out on YouTube, or it's on Desert's page.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's our first ever collaboration. That was a track we put together pretty recently. Um, and it's a start. It's a good start from us.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It is. He put out a video for it and everything. That shit, I mean, that stuff was funky. Like,
you can swear, Miss
I know,
Hippo. You can
I
swear.
know. I was like,
You're
your mom
allowed to
really
swear. Nah, it should be fine.
But it
Yeah.
was dope though. I ain't gonna lie and everything. I like the production behind it. And I actually got a chance to talk to Desert and ask him like a question about it. I mean, not about it personally, but about you. I asked him, what's one thing that sets you apart? I mean, that sets Rudis apart from other producers that he's worked with in the past. And he was just like, shit. He mentioned how gritty your beats were, but yet clean, and how unique sounding they were. So that's what sets you apart from the other producers that he's ever worked with before.
Mm. Yeah, that's nice. I
Yeah, I thought that
appreciate
was
that.
nice.
I
Yeah.
definitely appreciate that. I think I've kind of heard that a few times. I think people, they like how there's a clarity that I try to have with my beats. Like that is part of the reason why I call myself Rudist Production. It's like I'm interested in the production.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that it works, and that's what kind of pushes me on. People. I don't think a lot of people know that really when they come to work with me. It's like, um, it's not just about the beats. It's about the mixing. It's about the product. It's about the qualities. involved, like how things sound, how they feel. And that's a struggle, that is still a struggle. Like, I'm not saying that I've achieved that, but I'm just saying that that's kind of my personal, like, thing that I'm always, you know, spying on. It's just, I can't help it. That's kind of how I started out, was trying to make music, trying to make beats in a DAW, like on a computer, making beats and mixing. And I just got obsessed with this mixing and mixing and mixing vocals, mixing. And I'm not even saying that I'm good at it, but that's part of it for me. That is part of it, is getting that good mix, getting that good product. And I think some people, they don't think the same. They want it to sound their way, and I want it to sound my way. And I think my way is kind of, I'll push and crank stuff up so that it's like the snare or something, so it's like gritty as hell. But the final mix is still nice. It's not just, it's all thought about. It's all, every aspect is thought about, from and when it goes right, I'm happy about it. When it goes wrong, I'm like, yeah. But I'm getting actually better at just going, do you know what? That's what it sounds like. That is what it sounds like. Move on. Do another one. That's what that one sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, but yeah, quality is important, that quality kind of audio.
The
So
quality
yeah.
of your beats are amazing. And one specific beat I want to touch on is the project that you did with Black Silk called Sacred. That beat, it's like nostalgical. It's like something you never heard before, but it's like from a different lifetime. And the way you
Yeah.
was spitting over it, y'all did an amazing job for real.
Yeah. And I spoke to Cloak Describe briefly on it as well, and we were like, what genre is it though? Like, what genre is sacred? It's not just hip hop, it's not just rap, it's kind of genreless as a song. We couldn't really work it out, and it was quite a unique track. It's a unique track. And it wouldn't, I credit Black Silk greatly for that track, because that instrumental was not what a lot of people are gonna expect to hear when I send you a beat. It's not, I don't make many tracks like that, but that sample just kind of wanted to stay like that and just be really simple, kind of, it's very kind of a sultry jazz, like
Yeah.
slow, but it's kind of got that, like you say, it's got that kind of like vintage kind of feel. Like, it almost feels like 1940s.
Yeah, 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 definitely.
Yeah. So it's definitely like, oops, it's kind of got it's kind of held in that space, and hopefully people want to listen to that. It's, but that track, it definitely kind of entrances you, and it definitely like sucks you in, and you're just caught in that like hook,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sacred,
Yeah.
it's sacred, and you're like, okay, I'm sacred. This is sacred. Black Silk sacred.
Yes.
It's just like, yes, this is so nice. And I think when, people have listened to it and I've seen their reaction,
Mm-hmm.
and I have that reaction when you hear that hook, and it's, the love we share together feels so amazing. It's just the way she uses her voice, and she's just got so much like innate skill for storytelling as well. But you don't always know exactly what she's gonna say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I actually talked to her. We got like 5 minutes left, by the way. But I
Okay.
actually talked to Black Silk the other day. I asked her, was there anything special that she felt that would come from the track when she first heard it? And these are her words. She said, there was a moment when she knew the sacred would be special. The moment she knew was when she received the song from you, and he mixed and mastered it right then and there. After the first 8 bars of listening to the song, I got up and started jumping up and down with tears low key building up in my eyes, man. LOL. It sounded so good, and just the whole vibe and the sex. It was something I felt that was going to be extremely special when released to the world. I was doubting it when it wasn't mixed or mastered, but after the cleanup and everything, it's one of the best songs I had the pleasure of making with the wonderful production from Rudist. The beat is amazing.
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. And it's just like I was saying, that's why I credit her as well, because I knew that I wanted to send her that beat. Like, but I didn't know what she was gonna do with it. And she nailed it. And she mixed the vocals.
Wow.
She pretty much mixed the vocals like to a point. Like she even put like effects for that hook and everything. So I credit her for that.
Wow.
And then I integrated like that. I can't remember how we did it, like, different layers of vocal and stuff. But yeah, it was just, it just worked.
Yeah.
And that's that magic, that's just that little kind of the arrow through the eye of a needle kind of shot that you didn't even know you were going to shoot. It just went and it worked straight away.
Definitely. Definitely.
And that still is to date, that's still our only track.
Oh, wow.
So, we do plan to make more
Oh,
tracks, but at the same time, like you can't just, I don't know, like that happens with me a lot. It's like sometimes I just make one track and I might not make another one for a long time, or I might not make one again.
mm-hmm.
But there's those moments where it aligns and you align with people and you align with their journey, and it's like those orbits,
Mm-hmm.
back to astrology kind of thing.
Yep. Yes, it aligned perfectly.
Yeah, and some of us are like orbiting each other all the time, and some of us come round like once a year and be like,
That's true. There you
I
go.
want to, I'm ready to make a track now. Oh shit, right, okay, let's go. So
Yes.
yeah, I don't know if you want to. I know we have to shut this off, but we could shut it off and
We got
start a
three
new
more
one.
minutes. What I want to ask you last but not least, looking forward as this milestone of turning 40, what do you perceive next, like as far as working with projects with other people?
Um, I'm kind of open, really. I'm talking to a lot of new people and trying to sort of get singles ready. Trying to move into the physical realm with records, like press into vinyl.
Ooh.
Sorry, drinking some fizzy drinks. Um, but yeah, I'm playing live, playing drums, playing in bands. Like it's just I'm just open to kind of anything really. I am more wary now of just doing anything and anything for like no money and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get a little bit more um, clever with my time. Uh,
Definitely.
yeah. So yeah, there's tons of projects on the table. Me and Emerge are kind of coming up next with our second album. We're
Wow.
going to be dropping singles, like we're going to go with like 4 or 5 singles before we drop the main one this time. And the next one, I'm planning to put it out next month, our first single. Um, so yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, well, I and Speak Your Mind Radio looks forward to those projects coming out with Emerge, your second album. And I just want to say happy, 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 happy rest of your life birthday, because your birthday already passed, but I just want to keep saying happy birthday to you and sending you good vibes, Rudis. And thank you so much for
Uh,
coming on today's show, man.
you always give me good vibes, and you cheer me up, and I appreciate our dialogue and our work and our friendship, everything. We're onto something, just me and you. We're working. As we've been working on things
Mhm.
in the background, and we chat and we work things out, and Yeah, I mean, like we're in this same we're in the same kind of environment here all the time, me and you. So yeah, we're gonna do more interviews.
Definitely. Definitely going to do more interviews. And with that being
Mm.
said, thank you, Chicago, and thank you, UK, for tuning in to Speak Your Mind Radio. I love you. One.
Peace.
Peace.
Right. How do you turn it off, MzHipHop?